Alright, hello. We're going to start by talking about how to set up a Flash document so that we can, in your area, so that we can start working with it. The first thing we're going to do here is go to New, and we're going to click on that, and we're going to select a new document template. Script should appear, and the first thing you should do is look for Flash File Action Script 3. So that's highlighted already, so what we're going to do is go down here to OK, and it's going to create this area for us. There we go. And so it should say Untitled 1 here, and Scene 1, and then we have our stage is set, and it's probably at the default of white. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to set up our stage here. And let's see here, we want to go to Properties, and it's this little box here. And we have it has information here. Right now our frames per second is at 31. That's where we want it right now. If it's set as something else, I would switch it to 31. It just makes for a better experience. Our size right now is 550 by 400 pixels. So what we want to do is edit that, and we're going to go up here, and it has document properties. We're going to change that to 950 by 650. And we'll keep everything else as it is, and we'll do OK, and our screen should pop bigger. Yep, there it went. Alright, so we're up here, we can close the properties. So our stage is now kind of big. So what we're going to do here is switch this 100 to show or fit in window, so everything can fit in the window. Alright, then over here on the timeline, we're going to create three new layers. So the first layer we're going to make, this is going to be our actions layer. So we're going to put an A and an underscore. That just means that we're going to type in code on that one. So this little dot right here, it should never fill in with black. It should always have a little A above it once we start to write something. Right now there's nothing on it, so it's just there. Okay, the next layer we're going to do is drag that down. We always want the A layer on top. So I'm going to make two layers here. I'm going to call this one background. And I'm going to make this one, I'm just going to call this one arrow, because that's what I'll put there. So right now there's nothing on these layers. So then before we start to import things, right now we just have a shell of a project. So we have a stage that has some size and some frame per second, and then we have some layers here, but we don't have anything in them. But before we start to put things in them, let's set up how we're going to save this. So let's do save. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to save it into a new folder. So this, we're going to go back one. So I'm going to just make a new folder in my area, so it says new folder. And I'm going to call this video sample. So this is where I will save my Flash file. So now we are in the video sample file right there. And I'll just call this the same thing. And what we're doing here is we're saving the FLA. So this is all the stuff that goes in it together. If you're going to be working with CS4, this is what you would want it to save as. If you have it for CS3, you would click down here and it will save it as a CS3 file. Alright, so we're going to save this as a video sample, and we're going to do save. And so now, rather than the untitled, up here we have video sample. Alright, and so that's how we set up the skeleton of our Flash file. So the next couple tutorials will be on how to import things into Flash and how to set up so we can use Tweener. Alright, thank you very much, and let me know if you have any questions.